Yes, hello.
We're pretty close to each
Testing.
other.
That is really close. But it's good because we can then have a conversation and I'm not just like,
Right.
hello, everyone.
So let me go. Hello, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
And welcome to the I always forget. It's now the 5th episode of the Friday Q&A. Yes. We're off from the vlogs, so it gets me confused. So, I'm here with Veronica.
Hello.
Please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Veronica. I am the producer at Systemair Softworks.
Yes, and so we have some kind of producer-y questions later.
We do.
But we're going to start with some regular, normal questions that we got from YouTube and from the forums.
I love questions.
If this is your first time, Friday Q&A, we just answer questions from Twitter and Facebook and YouTube and the forums and Reddit and all the other places. So let's do it.
Okay.
Ready?
Yes.
First question is from, this is a long name, Diamond Gamer 13 COD Gamer 6.
Nice.
Says, or asks, are you going to add more planets?
Are we going to add more planets? Yes, we're going to add more planets. So right now the thing that is standing in our way is the Terrain 2.0 rework that Zabir is driving and working on daily. Part of what that will enable us to do is kind of hit better performance metrics that will allow us to expand our solar system. So the final number of planets isn't settled yet, but you will definitely see more than the standard ones you have now. Not only that, hopefully we'll be able to do some exciting things with them, give them different shapes and different characteristics. Biomes, yeah. So yes, more planets.
I think that's important to talk about really quickly.
Sure.
This idea that there are some people that assume that it's very easy to add content to a game. But in this case, if we were to add more planets, we're probably only making more work for ourselves later on because we'd have to bring those over into this new system.
Yeah, and right now it's we're kind of taxing the current system to its capacity, so it's hard to add new stuff right now.
Okay, cool. Now, the next question is from Crafty Gamer 836.
Another great name.
Yes. This is a serious question. I hope it's answered by the next Q&A. Okay. Here we are. Pets. Can you add pets? Like turtles and other creatures that follow you on command or stay in one spot, just for fun and to add a little small goal.
Yeah, we've actually talked about this a lot.
Yes.
I don't think they would, I don't know, maybe they might take the form of turtles, but I mean, wouldn't you want to know what kind of cool pets you might get on something like Exotic or Baron or something? But yeah, we've definitely discussed this. It is on our backlog of things, and as we get closer and closer to like beta and release and such, we'll see where it lands, and we'll share info when we have it. But it's a much loved idea by the team.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is more just more confirming that we're thinking about it, but definitely not confirming that it's 100%.
Not anytime soon.
Yes. Right.
Yes.
Cool.
Unfortunately.
Okay. I don't have a name for this one. I feel like I should. I'm sorry. I don't have your name. The question is, would you guys ever consider adding mini challenges or encounters inside of the game? Something like little underground or above ground temples or ruins or puzzles with required building that you, when you solve them, you get guaranteed items.
Yeah, so that actually existed in a pre-early access version of the build.
Yes.
Brendan enlightened us with some Systemair lore the other night. Absolutely, we absolutely want complex encounters. Actually, if you look on our roadmap, like narrative-driven and complex encounters is one of our orange ancillary systems that we want to deliver for 1.0.
Yes.
This is part of the fun of exploring, and being an astroneer is coming up to these crazy, maybe familiar, maybe alien, who knows, maybe a mix of both, and then puzzling it out and figuring it out. That is absolutely on our list.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, cool. And there is, I don't want to spoil anything, but isn't there a tiny Easter egg version in the game right now?
Right now. Just a little bit, just a hint, just a smidge.
Okay.
Let us know if you find it.
Yes, I'm sure people will tell
Everyone's
you right
going that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to find it now.
Okay, cool. This one is from Sly Cooper Reload Coded 5. I picked so many great names.
Sly Cooper, you're going to have a big fan in our animator.
Yes. Okay, what about exodynamics? What is it? Is it like the Federation in Star Trek?
It's a great question. To be honest, I don't think exodynamics, like everyone at Exodynamics even knows what exodynamics is. However, we did already tease an item in the game that will eventually release some more information about this mysterious entity, so stay tuned.
Yes.
More info coming.
I think to give maybe a little background, sometimes Brendan talks about exodynamics being, and this could definitely change, but at least the way he pictures it in his head is like this company that is on the cutting edge of technology, and it's like a mixture of like a really high-end tech company, but also like classic Acme.
Yeah, a
right?
little bit. Yeah, so they're kind of making these things that the Astroneer is using, but we have yet to find out how they're sending it to you and how they're making it and sort of what their ultimate goal is. But right now they're kind of your patron. They are the entity in the corporation, I guess, that is sending you to these great planets to explore and survive and thrive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. That's enough information for now. About it, so we don't go too far. Okay. This one is from Abby Nubley 6, and they ask, so when is 1.0 or even beta? This question comes up so much. I figured we would address it today.
Yeah. All right. So it's an excellent question. It's in fact a question I ask myself and the team regularly.
Yes.
Part of what I'm doing and part of my function on the team really is to set up these milestones and align with the team and kind of get us all to consensus on when the right time to ship 1.0 is, when the right time to hit a milestone like beta is. And so, as I covered in the roadmap post that I did a while ago, we will not consider ourselves 1.0 until these core and ancillary systems that we have determined that are the key to Astroneer success are completed. And we're in progress. We're pushing on all of them. But I know that it can feel a little frustrating to not see that progress and build or not get to try and play with things. So we're actually changing up our process a little bit to maybe get you all a little more involved in that progress. So if you've noticed, those eagle eyes, we've actually been shipping every 3 weeks for the last few releases. That was something that we tried as a team just to see if we can get some more releases out there, get bugs fixed a little faster. And what we found was 3 weeks it's 2 weeks of work and 1 week to sort of ship the build, was not really enough time to make meaningful progress that we then can share.
Right.
And so starting with the next release, we're going to lengthen that release timeline a little bit and give ourselves almost 4 weeks of work. And then right now we're in the process of figuring out how can we get some of those prototypes in progress, maybe into experimental, maybe out in some releases, to kind of give y'all a taste of what's coming for 1.0. And I'm actually in the process right now of pitching some potential milestones, milestone definitions, and dates to the team. So we're getting closer, ever closer, every week to kind of honing in on when those next big pieces are going to be. And so when we have stuff to share, we'll absolutely share it with you. But this kind of process takes a little bit of time because we have to see where we are, see what kind of progress we're making, make some really major decisions about our features and systems. Like every single day we're looking at something going, is this the right thing to do? Does this fit in with the vision? And that all impacts kind of where all those milestones are going to line up.
Right.
So, yeah.
I think something important to talk about maybe is we don't have necessarily an answer because we just don't as a team about the release date.
Yeah.
But we definitely know, and we can cut this, but we definitely know that it's not going to be some like 2020 sort of thing, right? It's not going to be this ridiculously long process where like 3 years from now you haven't played the game.
No.
Right.
Yeah. Right now we're looking at what is the fastest yet the most meaningful way that we can get to 1.0. Like we don't want to drag this out either. We want to get Astroneer in its full sort of vision glory out to our players so that we can start adding more stuff and giving you more content and seeing how you all react. So we definitely don't want to drag it out forever.
Right. Yeah. There was some people who, it's early access, so there's good stories in early access and bad stories, and some of the comparisons that I was hearing, I wanted to sort of clear it because this isn't something that is going to all of a sudden scope creep to now we're going to add another year of development or anything.
No way. Yeah. Right. We actually have a really good idea of what scope is. That is the roadmap. If you look at the roadmap, that is our scope. So we have this really clear definition of what we want the game to be, and we revisit that constantly to make sure that that's still accurate and that we're still making progress. So we're gonna try to get there as fast as we can while still delivering a game that we're proud of, that we can stand next to and say, hey, this is this awesome experience that we're building for you all.
Cool. All right. I think that about answers it for now.
Good.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, if you want to see your questions in the Friday Q&A, you can tweet us, Facebook us, YouTube, forums, Reddit, all of those things. Anything you want. We have a P.O. box. You could send us...
Write us a letter.
You could write us an entire missive about all the things you want to see in the game. But that's it for this episode.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Okay.
It's fun. Bye.